Hi, kindergarten friends. So our learning objective for this lesson today is I can make predictions about a story. Now remember, a prediction is kind of like making a guess on what you think is going to happen in a story. So before we read this book, let's look at the front cover. The title is Moose's Loose Tooth, and it's written by Jacqueline A. Clark and illustrated by Bryce McNally. So before I start reading, I want you to make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen in this story? Look at the picture for some help. Yes, I think that it's going to be all about Moose's loose tooth. Do you see his tooth right here? Okay, now, do you think that he's going to get his tooth out? Yes or no? My prediction is that he will get his tooth out. So let's think about that. If he gets his tooth out, how do you predict he will get his tooth out? All right, well, let's read the story to find out if our prediction was correct and what we think is going to happen with Moose's loose tooth. Moose walked into a tree and bumped his tooth. Ouch, he cried. These big teeth of mine are always getting in the way. He felt his tooth with his tongue. My tooth is loose, he said. It's a wibbly-wobbly tooth. When it falls out, I can put it under my pillow for the tooth fairy. I'll bet she's never seen a moose's tooth before. Several days passed, and Moose's tooth was still wibbly-wobbly. He was tired of waiting for it to fall out. Just then, Bird came by. Tooth trouble, eh? Asked Bird. Let me help. Bird grabbed on a moose's tooth with his beak. He pulled with all his might, but the tooth just held on tight. Stubborn tooth, said Bird. Just then, Tiger came by. Tooth trouble, eh? Asked Tiger. Let me help. Tiger pulled Bird. Bird the tooth, the wibbly-wobbly tooth. They pulled with all their might, but that tooth just held on tight. Stubborn tooth, said Tiger. Just then Zebra came by. Tooth trouble, eh? Asked Zebra. Let me help. Zebra pulled Tiger. Tiger pulled Bird. Bird pulled the tooth, the wibbly-wobbly tooth. They pulled with all their might, but that tooth just held on tight. Stubborn tooth, said Zebra. Just then Giraffe came by. Tooth trouble, eh? Asked Giraffe. Let me help. Giraffe pulled Zebra. Zebra pulled Tiger. Tiger pulled Bird. Bird pulled the tooth, the wibbly-wobbly tooth. They pulled with all their might, but that tooth just held on tight. Stubborn tooth, said Giraffe. So was your prediction correct? Is this how you expected the tooth to come out? All right, let's keep reading and see if they can get it out. Just then, Elephant came by. Tooth trouble, eh? Asked Elephant. Let me help. Elephant pulled Giraffe. Giraffe pulled Zebra. Zebra pulled Tiger. Tiger pulled Bird. Bird pulled the tooth, the wibbly-wobbly tooth. They pulled with all their might, and finally that tooth took flight. It flew past Bird. It flew past Tiger. It flew past Zebra. It flew past Giraffe. And it flew right into Elephant's mouth. Gulp. Oh, there it goes. Look. Woo. Right into Elephant's mouth. Now what can we do? Asked Moose. Moose looked at Bird. Bird looked at Tiger. Tiger looked at Zebra. Zebra looked at Giraffe. And Giraffe looked at Elephant. You can have one of my tusks, said Elephant. No, thank you, said Moose. The tooth fairy wants to see a moose's tooth. You're coming with me, Elephant. So Moose, with a little help from Bird, Tiger, Zebra, and Giraffe, picked up Elephant and carried him to Moose's bed. "You're sleeping here tonight," said Moose, as he shoved Elephant under his pillow. The next morning, after a bumpy night's sleep, Moose woke up. He lifted his pillow and he found Elephant still sound asleep. "Wake up, Elephant," said Moose. "We need to see if the Tooth Fairy came." Elephant moved out from underneath the pillow. Where he had slept were 5 shiny quarters, one for Moose, one for Bird, one for Tiger, one for Zebra, and one for Giraffe. "Where's my quarter?" asked Elephant. "Did the Tooth Fairy forget me?" Moose and Elephant lifted the pillow once again. "Look, there's a note," said Moose. It says, "Dear Elephant, thanks for guarding Moose's tooth. Super job. Love, the Tooth Fairy." There's the other coin. Attached to the bottom of the note was a shiny silver dollar. Elephant looked wide-eyed at Moose. Moose looked wide-eyed at Elephant. "Wow, so that's what happens when the Tooth Fairy visits," said Moose. "I think I have a loose tusk," said Elephant. And together they went to find Bird. So what do you think they're going to do? Going to find Bird with Elephant's loose tusk. Yep, I bet they're going to try to pull it off. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed our story.